Good morning, everybody. It's morning, right? Yeah, it's like 10:30. So I have an action-packed day ahead of me. Guns, explosions, death, destruction. I'm kidding. Just kidding. I do actually have a lot to get done today. So I have to go into town and get some money because I'm having some compost delivered today. And because of that, I need money, obviously. I also need to make a run up to Tractor Supply because I've got some flame weeding that needs to get done and I'm out of propane. So I have to go to Tractor Supply and get a propane refill. I'm actually really nervous about having to go into Tractor Supply today for two reasons. One, wearing my new shirt. And two, the more and more time passes, the more the days go by, the more I want chickens. And I don't have a chicken coop yet, so we've got a problem. So I gotta figure that out. For the last few days, hope that doesn't go anywhere. For the last few days, I've been on Lowe's website a lot. Been on Tractor Supply's website too, but I have a line of credit with Lowe's. So I've been really contemplating buying a chicken coop and having a couple chickens. But the more I think about it, I'm like, I don't just want two. And the ones that I'm really willing to spend money on right now, on credit at least, only support like one or two chickens. And so my problem, I don't want just two chickens. So long term, I'm gonna have to expand anyway. So I just don't see the point in spending $100 now and then having to spend $200 or $300 later to build a bigger coop. It makes no sense to me. But before I head out, I have to get my plants thrown into the greenhouse for the day, because it's gonna be bright and sunny out and I'd rather not keep them inside under a grow light while I have all this beautiful natural light. So I'm gonna get those thrown in the greenhouse, then I'm going to Tractor Supply. Look at all these beautiful basil plants. Like, I've got 9 of them. They're a little leggy, but when I go to throw them in the ground, I'm gonna bury them a little bit. I love basil. I'm gonna need to do another round of planting. The one downside about the pre-built cheapo greenhouses is they don't have the ventilation you would get on one of the nicer ones. So it was it's a little warm yesterday, and I kind of fried most of my lettuce plants and a couple tomato plants. I'm not proud of myself, but I'm technically a first-time gardener, so I can't be blamed too hard. We can call it general ignorance, which I do feel bad. Don't get it twisted, because I don't want to kill anything plant-based. But that was frustrating. Like, I left those. What I should have done, and it's what I've done today, was what I've been doing is I've just been zipping the greenhouse all the way up, you know, keep it nice and warm in there. But I'm not factoring in the fact that I am putting my plants in relatively early in the morning and leaving them out for most of the day. So I just put my plants in, and I've only got it partially zipped so it doesn't get too hot in there. And then I didn't put my my heat sensitive plants in there. Like my lettuce, I did not want to fry the rest of my lettuce. Cucumbers are doing really well. I planted like 4 varieties of cucumbers, and those are okay. I'm gonna do another round of starts probably tomorrow, mostly because it's supposed to rain all day and I won't be able to be outside doing any work. And if that's the case, I'm gonna start probably another 100 plants tomorrow and see what happens. Okay, I am back from Tractor Supply. I'm back from the bank. I got my propane. Apparently the apocalypse has started. From what I'm being told, everybody's clearing the stores out around here. It's happening. The Walking Dead is happening. But jokes aside, I'm getting kind of irritated. This pandemic thing we're dealing with, it's serious. People are gonna get sick. Some people are gonna die. I understand that, but guys, stop freaking out. I'm fat. I need to make sure I can buy food. You take the food from the fat people. And on behalf of all fat people everywhere, stop buying all the food. We need to eat. Thank you. So as for tasks, I am still waiting on my compost guy. I told him to show up anytime after noon. So it's a quarter afternoon right now, basically. So I don't expect him right now. I have a little bit of yard work I can get done while I'm waiting. I still got to finish digging up the garden, and I'll show you kind of, you know, where I'm at so far. So I've gotten a little bit done, but not a ton. And it looks like it's a mud pit right now. Awesome. So that's I got to deal with that. All right, guys, so I just got word from my compost guy. He's gonna be here in about 15 minutes. I'm super excited. Like, I don't know if I sound like it or not. This is my first compost delivery. I'm excited. And then some.
Hunker, baby, hunker.
Okay, so my compost delivery arrived right about the time he said he would be here, but we ran into a problem. He goes to try to unload the trailer, and the battery's dead. So my compost guy had to run home, go get himself a fresh battery. So I'm waiting on him. Figured I'd give you guys an update. That's a lot of manure. I don't know what I'm gonna do with all this. Like, I don't like to cuss on YouTube, but holy shit. Woo. That's got a smell to it too. Feel bad for my neighbors. They gotta smell it. It ain't that bad though. I mean, it's 5 years old. That's beautiful. So I'm away for my compost guy to get back and to dump it. My compost is on the ground, which means I have time as a problem now, because so the first thing I'm gonna have to do is I gotta tarp that, because it's gonna rain tomorrow and I am not ready to throw that compost on the garden yet. But I wanted to get it delivered just to be 100% safe. I've got at this point, it's kind of hard to say how much exactly, but I'd say I got about a quarter dug up of what I need. So back to work. I made a lot of progress today on the garden dig. I'm quarter of the way through, probably, maybe a little less. I got a lot of work to do and not a lot of time left to do it. I have about 6 weeks left until it's gonna be time to start putting things in, and then I probably got 2 to 3 weeks before it's time to plow this up. So in the time I have left, I have to finish digging the grass up. I have to put my compost down. And then I gotta get my uncle up here to plow and mix everything up for me. So I got my work cut out for me. Before I finish up, I gotta tarp the compost because it's gonna rain. And I don't want all of that beautiful compost to be washed down the hill. I'll have some of the greenest grass in my area, but I won't have a very fertile garden. So before we go, do me a favor, guys. Hit that like button, hit the subscribe button, and most of all, leave a comment. I enjoy talking to you guys. I enjoy you hanging out, and I'll catch you again later.